You are clearly just having Lyrique work with Brandon and his showcase to be messy. Like, don't try to play us in our face, Anthony. And I'm sick of it. You want this man to work with Brandon to antagonize Brandon. That's the only reason. Because you didn't need to bring Lyrique in. There's plenty other people you could have brought in since you so well connected and you know all the people down in Detroit. So no, don't do that. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Brittney Yvonne channel. Of course, I'm your girl, Brittney Yvonne. Here at my channel, y'all know we do fun reviews, recaps, and discussions of all of our favorite shows. This video, we are talking on Love and Marriage Detroit, y'all. This is season 1, episode 8, titled Whine Tasting with a W-H-I-N-E, not a W-I-N-E. Before we get into it, please click that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate y'all helping me to grow this new channel. It's still new compared to other channels. Y'all, my light keep going in and out, so if you notice it, that's what's going on. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, also comment down below. Let me know what y'all think of Love and Marriage Detroit. Share the video or y'all like to share the videos to help it at least push through the algorithms. I heard that the ratings are really low for the show, so I'm sure that's why it's really low on the YouTube streets. Although the algorithm is sucking regardless, but I ain't gonna keep playing with this light. But yeah, that's the show is getting like only 100-something thousand viewers, so y'all ain't really watching like that. And I could see why. I watched the episode last night. I had to do my hair, so I didn't really have time to review it. So that's why I'm late. Sorry for being late. I also didn't have the energy. Like, I'm mustering the energy up right now to do this review. And you know what? I realized this is my little quick critique of the show before we get into the review. So if you don't want to hear the show critique, just fast forward this part. But I would really appreciate if you would just watch the whole video instead. Anywho, so my thing with this show is it's too much trying to be like Love and Marriage Huntsville. Like, it's too much like attempt to recreate that magic. And in the beginning, it felt like they had something because it was new people, new characters, new dynamics. But then some of the storylines were too similar, and they drama, it just feel like they talk about nothing. Like this episode, y'all was talking about nothing. That's why I'm hoping this review will be quick, because y'all was really talking about nothing, mad about nothing. The thing, I already liked the Love and Marriage DC, but the thing that made me appreciate DC more now, and I'm really happy I will be happy when it comes back finally over Detroit, is because at least with DC, I could separate DC from Huntsville very easy. I don't feel like DC is trying to be Huntsville. Like, DC feels like its own thing, and I appreciate that about DC. Detroit needs to like figure out where they want to go, what they want to be, what they're trying to do, because it don't feel like its own thing anymore, like it could have been. In the beginning, it kind of did, but then now it's just... And then their storylines aren't making sense. The confusion, the drama is not making sense. Like, I shouldn't have to figure out and be tripping on what exactly happened. And then it's always a third-party person that we don't really get to see. At least this time we got to see Brittney, and hear what she said. But it's always somebody else who said something. And it's a lot of he said, she said, who said, what said. And it's too confusing. Like, I shouldn't be confused and not be able to piece it together. And that's another issue Detroit has. But let's get into this review real quick, because I got chicken in the oven, y'all. And I'm ready to eat. So, episode starts off where they left off last week with Dr. Latoya fussing and fighting down to the Shut Up and Pray Brunch at Kristina's event. Kristina is not happy that Dr. Latoya brought it up at her event, and I'm not happy with her either. Girl, you tried it because you didn't like them getting all that up in your wine tasting event, so don't be doing that. Dr. Kristina was like, I want to just squash it. I want to get back to my event. Shout out to Letitia, but Dr. Latoya kept going on and on. Kolby came over there to make sure they was good. They said they're going to have to communicate, talk about it on the trip, because they're getting ready to go down to, is it Tulsa City? I think, to the winery, right? On this little getaway retreat weekend, right? So Kolby's like, okay, y'all need me to get y'all schedules together and coordinate something for y'all. Kristina's like, girl, no. And I was like, girl, no, we don't need you to coordinate anything. Kolby, go sit down. So then Dr. Latoya's like, girl, I'm leaving, you coming, I'm leaving. So they left. Anyway, the next day we see everybody getting ready to go down to the Thompson's house could get on the bus to go down to Culver City. So Dr. Latoya is steady fanning herself. She is hot, okay? She's definitely going through the changes of life, and that's okay. We see Russell and Kolby come, and then what's them people named? Brittney and Kristina. And then Bravo comes with his wife Nikita, who I didn't know he was even married, so shout out to them. So anyway, they decided to play, you know, Dr. Toy said they're going to hash things out on the trip, but they're going to play some games, have some fun right now. So they played like a black version of Taboo trivia kind of thing. And so that game seemed fun. I wouldn't mind getting that game. I forgot the name of it. Anywho, they get down to the house. The house is gorgeous. The land is beautiful, and that's in Michigan. Seeing the wineries definitely reminded me of the Napa wineries here in California, which I live like a little bit over an hour away from. Yeah, it looked really beautiful. I wouldn't mind going there for sure. I didn't know, you know, what else there to do in Michigan, so there's something to do. I ain't going no special trip though. So anywho, Russell and Kolby cooked dinner. Okay, so they are the designated chefs for this trip. Y'all know they gotta have a chef. So at the dinner table, you know, everybody's happy that they cooked. At the dinner table, Russell's like, you know, if it's not good, I didn't make it. And he said that again for breakfast. And I'm like, Russell, stand on your food. Be like, you know, be strong and know you made some good food. If they don't like it, they need to get in the kitchen and make something then. That's how I feel. Like, I don't like when people downplay their stuff. Like, stand in your stuff. But anywho, Dr. Thompson brings up the fact that, you know, they need to get out everything. They need to communicate. They need to put it all on the table. Okay, let's get into it. Brandon said, with that being said, he want to apologize to Kolby for making the Kolby cat comment. He, you know, was bad timing. He's trying to be funny. It didn't land right. Now, mind you, when I hear the term Kolby cat now, it's hilarious to me because it really ain't that deep. And it do sound funny. Like, it was funny. Sorry, Kolby. It was funny, girl. Like, let's move on. Let's get over it. So, Kolby accepts an apology. She says, however, now trust has been broken and we're going to have to tread lightly. She doesn't know now if she do something, you're going to be thinking I'm copying and all that. And it's like, girl, if you ain't going to lose no sleep over Brandon thinking you copying, girl, no, do what you do. And y'all all going to do the same thing. Y'all all going to do the same thing. It's fine. Anywho, Russell says it's going to take some time to rebuild and all that. Okay, so then Kristina brings up the shut up and pray brunch because nobody was shutting up and praying. She didn't like how Dr. Latoya was bringing up the situation at the brunch. She didn't like how Dr. Latoya did all that. Dr. Latoya did apologize, y'all. And she said she shouldn't have brought it up down to the brunch. So then Kristina was like, yeah, and I want to touch on the situation with Brittney because, you know, Brittney said, she texted me in a text that, you know, Anthony brought up my name and Brandon's name, and she also said that you brought up Russell and Kolby's name. I'm just telling you, and then they all look at her like, girl. And I'm looking at her like, girl, you still on this? Because they didn't prove you to be a liar once, and now they're going to prove it again twice. I think it's been 3 times, really. So she's like, they was like, girl, what? And she's like, I'm just saying what was said. I'm just saying what was said in the text. That, you know, their names was brought up, that y'all was slinging the names in the mud and all that. So then Anthony was like, no, like, that is not what I said. I never brought up the Kolby and Russell. That is not what I said. I said, Brandon said. That's all I said. And so Bravo's like, sounding like he said, she said, they said, we don't know who said it. So Bravo's like, we need to get in touch with Brittney because it's like, what's going on? So then Anthony decides, oh, wait, we can clear this up right now. Let's get Brittney on the line. Get Brittney on the line. I said, Brittney should have came on the trip. Really. So, they called Brittney up, y'all. Brittney sounded like she was ready to go to bed. She did. So, he's all sorry to bother you. However, you know, when me and you had your conversation, did I ever want to bring up Kolby and Russell's name? And she was like, no, you did not. And so, Kristina looked crazy, okay, in the face. She did. And so Anthony's like, she didn't know I was going to call her out. And so she said, no, you said Brandon. You know, she said, Anthony said Brandon specifically, but not the Kolby and Russell. Okay, so again, Brittney, this is the second, third time Brittney didn't say she didn't say them. She said it in Kristina's face. And I'm like, where's this text message, Kristina? Because we saw y'all have a scene together. We didn't see no text messages, but whatever. So anywho, like I said, it's confusing, y'all. So then the people was arguing, whatever, and Brandon was like, let me tell you, Brittney, like, let me say I never ever, had talked bad about you or said I didn't rock with you, nothing like that. Nothing like that of the sort. I would never say that. And so Anthony was like, but you did say it. And Brandon's like, no, I didn't say it. And so then Dr. Latoya is saying, like, sometimes, we can forget things we say, da-da-da. And he was saying, well, no, I don't know where Anthony's getting this from. Like, I know I can forget stuff sometimes, but I know I didn't say this. Now, this is very different than what you said a week or two ago, Brandon, but okay. So, anywho, Anthony, Dave was like fussing and fighting. Anthony was like, when I do something or say something, I just want to explain to y'all my intentions behind it or whatever. So, and so Brittney, Dave was like, okay, Brittney, girl, you can go to bed, bye. So, Anthony and Brandon said he agreed to disagree with Anthony, like, we're at a stalemate because I didn't say it, and he said I said it. They agreed to disagree. Everybody was tired. They ready to go to bed. They over it, and I'm over it too. I'm really over it. So, they feel like there's still some things in the air, but they got it all at the table. Kolby's like, hey, everybody feeling? Everybody's feeling fine. They not. She's like, are you and Brandon good now? Brandon and Anthony, are you good? Brandon said he don't have no hate for nobody here, but he don't agree with them. Everybody was ready to go to bed. Russell said, we don't have a word of prayer. And it was like, you better go on and pray then, Russell. I was like, yes, pray for these people, Russell, because they get on my nerves. So then the next morning, we see all the couples in their room. They just rehashing what happened last night. Kolby and Russell don't know who to believe. Kristina was looking crazy. Kristina was doing her morning devotional in the yard. Brandon came out there wanting his hair did and his bun. He came out there all his products, okay? She's like, you need to learn to do your hair. They don't understand, why the Thompsons is coming for them. They feel like they got a target on their back. All that good stuff. Dr. Latoya and Anthony are like, they don't understand why Kristina and them is lying. But they about to go ahead to I think it was Chateau Chantel or something winery to get the tour before everybody else comes to taste the wine. And then also we saw Lakita and Bravo talking about the situation. Bravo don't know if Brittney was lying or who was lying or whatever. So then we see everybody else get in the little Sprinter van to go up to the winery, and Russell made breakfast for everybody. And so everybody was talking about how they going to be drinking wine. Kristina told Brandon he can't have too much wine because last time, he had a rough time. So they showed a flashback to the Dr. Latoya's wine tasting event. And I guess I didn't realize he was that tipsy from that wine. I didn't realize he was that wasted with, because even Anthony was like, you was embarrassing me, okay? So he was all like slumping over the table. I was like, over some wine? But I mean, wine just made me tired, okay? So anywho, by the way, seeing all this stuff about wine is making me kind of want to get into the wine business, but I don't even know how I would get into it. But I was like, wow, that's kind of cool. Anywho, so they talked about last night again and saying, is everybody good? Does Brandon don't feel like things are resolved with Anthony. He feels like there's no resolving things with Anthony. It ain't good. Dr. Kristina don't know what she got going on with Dr. Latoya. She don't feel like everything good. Everybody in the Sprinter for what? For real? They just not feeling it. So then they get down to the winery. Kristina and Brandon talking about how the seating arrangement, they're like, this corny, we just want to drink and eat. I was cracking up at that. And so they just had the men and the women separated. And so they telling Brandon and Bravo they can't drink too much because they be doing too much, okay? They try to monitor their wine. Bravo's like, this is my drinking buddy, don't do that. So they was doing their wine tasting. The lady said, Haley, she said, we're going to go from dry to sweet, okay? And, she's giving little gems. I was like, okay. So then, I don't think the people really fussing and fighting in that scene. No, they didn't. Kolby, congratulated Dr. Latoya, and then she helped her, create some content. She want to work for her. She's like, let me slide in and be Latoya's content creator for this opulence wine before Kristina jump on it. That's what she want to do. But if Dr. Latoya ain't checking to work with Kristina, anyway, so Kolby, you good. You got the job. Then, you know, she only took some pictures or whatever. So then the next day, you know, Kolby, what's his name? Russell was happy to just do something fun and relax as he was tired of the itinerary. And so the women went on a boat. Kristina said she sat purposely next to Dr. Latoya because, you know, to show her that she ain't got a problem with her. I said, oh, Kristina, you are a funny one. You was a passive-aggressive son of a girl. Yes, you are. You tried it. I love it, Kristina. I love it. I ain't mad at you. So then, like I said, they was on the boat. She said, you know, Dr. Toya pushed her off. She gonna put her down with her. I was like, okay, girl. Then the men, you know, they were on the beach, y'all, playing with the football. And so they were saying, you know, how good the wine been. And they was like, okay, we get ready for the showcase. And so then Anthony drops the bomb on Brandon, like, hey, I done brought in Lyrique on this. Brandon's like, oh, absolutely, no way. He ain't working with Lyrique. No, God, no, God. So then Anthony was like, you know, he's my, you know, I'm gonna have who, he's like, you can't tell me who can work with me or not work with me. Like, if he works for me, like, I'm gonna have whoever I want working with me. And so he's like, just like you can have people from your staff working with you, Bravo can have people from your staff working with you. And I'm like, Lyrique is not on your staff, Anthony, because that's not the way you made it sound. You made it sound like he was more of a partner. So I'm confused. Like, you are clearly just having Lyrique work with Brandon and the showcase to be messy. Like, don't try to play us in our face, Anthony. And I'm sick of it. You want this man to work with Brandon to antagonize Brandon. That's the only reason. Because you didn't need to bring Lyrique in. There's plenty other people you could have brought in since you so well connected and you know all the people down in Detroit. So no, don't do that. So Brandon was like, absolutely not, because Lyrique been trying to well, I forgot the word he used, because you know how Brandon got away with the words. That's why he said the Kolby cat, right? He said poach. He said he been trying to poach my clients, like poach the egg. He been trying to poach my clients all the time. He been trying to steal his clients. He don't like Lyrique like that. So then Anthony was like, no, like, you know, why don't we just get to the money? Like, you know, let this pop off, work with this situation, and do your thing. Brandon's like, this is what I do. Like, it says powered by Star Factory. Like, what is you talking about? And I felt like, Brandon, like, don't try to tell me how to do my business. So Bravo stepped in, because, you know, he tired of the fussing and the fight, and him and Russell looking like he just wanted to throw the football, and he tired. So Bravo's like, you know, y'all be arguing, like, I don't understand, like, we be talking about the color blue, and then y'all start arguing about red, and I don't understand, y'all can't get over the mess, like, what is the issue? And so Anthony's like, I don't have no issue with you, like, I don't have no issue with you. Brandon said, I feel like you've been trying to hate on me this whole time, you've been having a target on me this whole time. Anthony's like, trust me, I don't got no reason to hate on you, I don't got no reason to hate on you. He said it like that, like, I ain't got no, trust me, I ain't got no reason to hate on you. I was like, dang, like that. So then Brandon was like, yeah, I'm not feeling this. It's a no one like Rick. I'm not working with it. I'm not doing it. He said get somebody else to do it. So then Anthony got on his face. It was like, dog, I'm telling you, eye to eye, face to face. Like, I don't have no problem with you, dog. I don't have no problem with you, dog. So then Brandon's like, dude, you need to back it up. Anthony's like, nah, man, shut up, no. And then he's still like, nah, I'm telling you face to face, I ain't got no problem with you. Let's just do this event and get to this money. Like, come on. So Brandon was like, nah, he ain't feeling it. And that's basically where the episode ended, y'all. I gave y'all so much energy that I didn't have, so I hope y'all enjoy the review. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I will talk to y'all soon about something else. Bye.